Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Super excited about this video. Not only are we lifting at a different gym, we're hitting legs, and I'm going to teach you 3 tips on how to become a better bulker. First and foremost, before we get into it, I just want to say you guys are smashing the subscribe button. I truly appreciate that. We're at 80 subscribers now, I think 81 to be precise. I do truly appreciate that. I've been getting a ton of comments. I've been getting a ton of DMs on how to make my videos better, what people enjoy. Last video was not my greatest video, and you guys gave me a ton of support. But today, we're back in our rhythm. We're gonna try out a new gym, and we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna focus, let God take the wheel a little bit, and we are gonna have a banger video. So as I mentioned before, this video is about 3 tips on how to become a more accurate and better bulker. So obviously, as you can see, I'm not wearing the proper attire for the gym right now. That looks silly. Oh, we might get the note. But I have to go get a family dinner. But here in Wisconsin, I'm not sure where you're from. Here in Wisconsin, we have a thing called Fish Fry Fridays. I will not be partaking in that. I actually have some salmon that's cooked in the fridge that I will be packing along in a baggie and eating while I'm at the family dinner. And then I might order like a salad. And there's one thing I want to do before we get started here that I want to see if I can still achieve. I will say, it has been a while since I've done a backflip, and I'm just curious as to if I can still do it. I do not recommend this if you are about to hit a leg day, because I can already feel from standing on this for 2 seconds that my lower back is about to be very compressed. Oh my balls, I just stepped on my Rode Wireless Go 2. Alright, I gotta try that again though. Uh-oh. Where'd y'all go? No way. Where'd the mic go? Oh, here it is. I thought I dropped the mic under the trampoline. That would have been bad. I don't recommend that. That was like chronic knee pain in both knees because I landed very bad. Alright, so I'm going to turn my scale on. I'm going to show you guys how I weigh out my food. And we're in first person. Isn't this kind of cool, huh? So, we will be taking that off. That should be 5 to 6 grams. And then we're going to come over with this bag, zero out the scale. Now remember, we have to subtract 5 to 6 grams for the bag, plus we have to take off the skin because I'm not eating the skin. Having that, so now I zeroed out the scale again. We're going to take it off and we're going to subtract roughly 10. So we should be sitting around 125 grams of salmon that I'll be eating with my family because I don't want to eat deep fried fish. Buckle up, everyone. Seatbelts first. A little too hot, not gonna lie. So, first things first. I know y'all are gonna complain about it. You're gonna say, man, you say this in every single video. Nutrition. On a scale of importance, nutrition is always number 1 when it comes to bodybuilding for me. If not number 2, lifting number 3. As we know. So let me go over the difference between a dirty bulk and a clean bulk. A dirty bulk is when you shove anything down your throat that will fit, and you don't care what goes in there. You don't care about your fat content. You don't care about your carb content. All you're gonna say is, hey, I got my protein in for the day, and you're gonna continue to do that, and then you're gonna be like, hey, I don't know what's going on, man. I haven't gained my 15 pounds for the week. I know there's a ton of football guys right now that think I'm calling them out right now, which I am, 100%. If you think you're gonna get big because you're shoveling that much food down your mouth, and then you're gonna hit a super big cut, 30 pounds in a month, and then you're gonna wonder what the heck is happening. Why do I not look like Arnold Schwarzenegger right now? And I'm gonna tell you, because you didn't gain any muscle. Bulking is meant for gaining muscle. Bulking isn't for gaining fat. Most high schoolers, a bulk to them is just gaining a whole bunch of fat, as much weight as possible within the littlest amount of time, which is not true. Having that, eating a clean diet. Wait, so while I'm bulking, I have to eat healthy too? Yes, you do. When do you have like a cheat day? Well, I'll tell you, you get one cheat day a year, it's on your birthday, and you get to have a soda, a diet one. If you want to get swole, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Honestly, I feel so much better just eating the clean amount that I do. And honestly, it's made the gym better, it's made my mental health better, it's made my gains come faster. I know you guys already know, you have to track your calories as well. You can't just be shoving down anything and expecting to get big, because you're not eating the same amount every day. Now let us go eat our 125 grams of salmon, and I told my mom to get me a salad, so let's go eat that with our family, have some fun. Will I say, what a beautiful day Wisconsin has given us. God has given us this beautiful day in Wisconsin. I truly appreciate that from him. It's been beautiful weather for the past 3 weeks, honestly, probably a month. It's been nothing but beautiful weather. And when it rains, it is just the most relieving thing ever, and I'm sure the farmers appreciate it too. All right, so we made it here, Lift Central. Pretty nice gym, super clean. The environment's good. There's people here. A little bit quiet with the music. So we talked about our first tip. The second would have to be your lifting program. You want to figure out what works best for you. So a high rep range might work good for somebody year round. Personally, I go from high rep range to a low rep range every other week. Some people are lifting 7 days a week, which I do not recommend. I don't think it's good at all. Some are lifting 5 or 6, which is a little bit better. There's guys that are lifting 3 days a week because they're pushing themselves as hard as possible on those 3 days, and they're using their rest as their main priority, making sure that they're tearing all their muscles as much as they possibly can, and then waiting for the rest of the days of the week to recover. That is not optimal when you're on a cut. As I'm warming up, I'd like to tell you how important it is to warm up. Wearing knee sleeves, walking on the treadmill, and hitting warm-up sets is super important, not only for getting stronger, but for preventing injury. It seems as if I'll have to start wearing elbow pads to the gym as well. Seriously though, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that like button like you always do. Send me a comment. I love interacting with you guys, and I love seeing a new comment pop up. As for right now, please enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, time for the big one. The big one. I made the ultimate decision. I'm not hitting this first set. This is another warm up. I think I'm gonna go up after this. I don't freaking like squats, bro. Actually, if I could do nope. I'm staying there. Alright. Timer right now. Am I putting this on? Okay. Alright. We're on to leg press. Honestly, that was pretty good. Here, I'll show you. There's this little pad right here, and there's 3 points of contact. Leg press usually hurts my back really bad. If you can get a hold of one of these, definitely use this one over any like two-piece one. One of our superset of the list. Pro tip: spread out your eating. Don't eat 3 big meals and get 7,000 calories. I eat like 2 or 3 times every lift. Little snacks and stuff. Optimal. This song is very distinct. I'm gonna need copyright. Goodbye. I've never used a machine like this. The pad I'm sitting on is different. One thing, watch my feet. My toes are back. That activates my quad. It's right on my shins. All right, everybody's sleeping on these. What is going on here? What is this? What is happening? Always remember, do not sleep on adductors. Probably the most underrated muscle on the body, other than rear delt. That just hits the spot every time. All right, huge shout out to
Sam_Neville_.
He created thumbnail. Usually I don't do shout outs, but super big shout out to him. I truly appreciate it. He works 12-hour shifts. Honestly, huge props to him. There's always somebody working harder. Shout out to him. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna be doing some leg poses. I'm gonna be doing some leg poses, but I am right under the music, so it is very, 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 very loud. As far as a recap, it was a pretty good lift. Kind of took way too long. I've been timing my lifts, getting some consistency. It's made my lifts 10 times better. I'm actually sweating when I come to the gym. As I get started here, I want to remind you guys that I'm a 19-year-old natural bodybuilder. I want y'all to remember to not compare yourself to other influencers you see online. Most influencers have coaches just as I do, and a lot of influencers are also taking some sort of enhancing drug. It's easy to discourage yourself and be ashamed of who you are. Also, I'd like to bring up something that I bring up frequently. You can see I took my shirt off. Just be aware of your surroundings and who is present in the gym. The last thing I want to do is make someone feel that they're out of place and unwelcome in the gym. I'm equal to all of you, and it's important that people around you feel the same way. Great. Get back, get back, get back. That's pretty good. All right, welcome back, guys. We are back at the facility I like to call home. Super excited to be back. Super excited to talk to you guys. And this will be tip number 3 on how to become a better bulker. Tip number 3 is going to be trust the bulk. A big problem with guys these days is that they're not trusting the bulk. They're rushing it, they're not taking their time, they're not doing the right thing, and taking it slow. Just remember, you guys have a ton of time. Peter, my coach, is 44 years old. He looks 3 times, I would say 3 times better than he did when he was 22 years old. He's literally double his old age, and he looks astonishing. Have the capability of getting better, even when you're not in run. So whoever is watching this, just know that you still have time, and you should be taking the time, spending the patience side of things, and doing the right things. Having that, I'll show you guys this. So if I go back all the way to February, I started the track. And as you can see, it says APA quiz for psychology. First win, 223.6. Then I was 222.6, 224.2. Very, very fluctuate. And I used to track mornings and nights. Peter said that was not huge. You don't have to do that. Make sure that you're always weighing yourself in the morning after you go pee-pee or poo-poo. If you start fluctuating that and you start doing it before you go pee or after, then it's going to be totally wrong. 5 months later, I guess you guys, it's up to you guys. You guys can tell me. You guys can be full out honest here if you guys think I look genuinely better. I guess you'd have to go back and really do some research, I guess. I don't know. I post a lot on my TikTok and Instagram, so you'll see. You can go back and see what I was really working with. Even looking back at my very first video, I bet I put on a little bit of mass. This morning, I was on the lighter side. I weighed 229.2, which is honestly a little too light. A few days before that, though, so let's go back to the 9th of July. 231.6, 231.6, 231.8, 231.2. So in 5 months, I've gained 8 pounds. I get compliments all the time. They're like, dude, you're looking way bigger than you used to. It's like guys are rushing bulks. They're adding on 15 pounds within a month, and then they're wondering why they didn't gain any muscle. You need to realize that when you're doing a dirty bulk or a fast bulk, you're not gaining muscle, you're gaining fat. You're not getting strength or anything, you're just gaining fat. The only thing you're doing if you rush a bulk is you're just increasing your chances of hurting yourself, actually wasting your time, spending more time trying to get right, not getting the results you want. That's what's really overlooked when it comes to bulking right, you know? I was gonna go online and I was gonna search up an Arnold Schwarzenegger quote about time. I didn't even have to search up Arnold Schwarzenegger time. I just searched up Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes, and it came up with, if you don't find the time, if you don't do the work, you don't get the results. Within 4 images of quotes, time was on one of them. You just gotta give it. Alright, well, camera turned off because it's too hot. Time is the biggest thing when it comes to hitting a good clean bulk, you know, really gaining the muscle. I went through my Arnold Schwarzenegger quote. So here's a quote from Mitchell Daniels. Remember this one. Time didn't make the decision for you to get better. You did. Just remember that. You're sitting here watching this video. waiting to get better. Just remember, when you make the decision to get better, time did not. Time wasn't a factor. You chose which time you were going to make fit. You decided you were going to get better. I do truly appreciate you guys. You guys have been smashing the like and subscribe button. If you could do me a favor and do that once again, tell some family, tell some friends about me, tell some gym buddies about me. I'm not the biggest guy yet. I give valid points, I feel like. I would truly appreciate that if you help me promote my channel. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and turn on post notifications just so you know when I post. You guys have been killing it. I've been posting a ton on my TikTok and a ton on my, well, not a ton on my Instagram, but I've been posting a ton on my TikTok. I've been posting on my Instagram pretty consistently. I always tell them on my story waiting for you guys. Just my daily life if you want to get to know me a little bit better, so I truly appreciate that. Next week's video, we are going to be in Chicago, Illinois. I hope you guys have a magnificent week. Tell a family member you love them. If you're into praying, pray. You know, don't take anything for granted. Honestly, it just felt like such a good day. The Lord giving us what we need. And I will see you guys in